Let's turn on a microphone and turn off the Christmas music and say, hey, the show has started. That sounds a little bit hot on the mic. What's going on? Let's lower it down. Okay, that's not a problem. We'll just put it right there. It's Friday, May 13th, which makes it Friday the 13th. Does that bother you? Do you have superstitions? Friday the 13th? You shouldn't. Doesn't bother any of us here, and it doesn't bother you here. Doesn't bother you either, I should say. So it's been a week. Do you know I haven't lost any more weight this week? But I'm a little disappointed because I've been on the eating regimen, no sugar, less than 20 carbs for the whole day, and by golly, Miss Molly, I didn't lose any weight, and I'm disappointed. But I tell you one thing, my pants feel thinner, and my shirt feels more room in here, okay? So maybe I'm losing some fat around the belly, or maybe in other places around in my body, like my legs or something. So can't help but feel like, should be kind of like a little bit of a reward so that I would actually lose a little weight to for all the stuff I'm going through. Okay, so let's see, did I get my glasses all clean? I can see you. There's people in here. How are we doing on May 13th? May. One more month and it'll be halfway through the year. June 25th will be Christmas Day for the first half of the year, and December 25th will be Christmas Day for the second half of the year. So let's see, do we have any peoples? Any peoples here? Let's see. Oh yeah, we got Jim Monday is in the house. Hello, Jim Monday. Oh, hello, Jim Monday. And Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. Hi, Lewis. How you doing? How's you? I love that Aiden Cam. We have the Aiden Cam. Don't be afraid to use that thing. Just keep talking as if you were talking to your regular camera, and just let Aiden pop in. I don't know if you could just let it pop in arbitrarily or if you need to turn it on, but don't make it feel or don't make it look like it's an interruption, because it's not. He's just part of your life, okay? Just like I've got my revolving cameras around here, whatever pops up, like if I move over to the side here, I'm kind of still in the frame, but the Sony E10 for some reason won't pick me up. I'm on the Nikon Z6, so that will pick me up and I can move freely about the cabin. But if I moved over to the E10 and I just stepped a little bit over here, basically you get what looks like a wing, right? And I really haven't moved all that much. You'll see in the next I'm still right there. So just do the same thing with Aiden. And if Aiden pops in every once in a while, just make it like, hey, it's no big deal. He's a part of who I am. I loved it. That's my point. You do what you want. It's your set. It's your show. It's your night. I just thought it was amazingly, absolutely wonderful. So That's Lewis. Jeff from Brisbane is here. Brisbane or Brisbane? I'll say Brisbane. It sounds better. Hi, Jeff. How are things in Glaucomora? Let's change the song a little bit. How are things in Australia? How is my buddy Jeff? I love you. I love everybody that's in here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for everybody pushing Canon to get some more cameras. They're going to have 3 cameras out this year, according to the rumors, right? So it looks like we're going to get either a full frame and a crop sensor camera, or we possibly could be getting 2 crop sensor cameras. So they've started off weak, but Canon finishes strong. So you just watch what they're doing. So you might say, Peter, why didn't you make a video? It's all rumors. I have nothing to say. I could make a video and say, well, the rumors say, maybe I'll do that, okay? Because I got this flash unit in here, and I want to show people that my flash diffusers all work, because these seem to be the hottest thing in town now for the professionals. Okay, so I need to make a video and do a few things, show how my flash diffusers work on the round heads. And I've got a new one that's coming out that's like, well, if I put this down, I can use both hands. So this is the extra large, right? This is the flash diffuser. I've got a Mountain Man, which is like almost twice the area, and this is not released to the public yet. So you won't even find it on the website. So you're seeing the new Mountain Man. Here's what it looks like compared, which camera am I on? Oh, I'm on the E10. Okay, so this is the extra large. This is what everybody's been seeing in terms of a flash diffuser. All right, so now the Mountain Man comes along, and look how much bigger the Mountain Man is. So that's going to get released to the public very shortly. I don't have the die because these get die cut. Did you think I just trimmed them around with the scissors? You know, I could, but this is how much bigger the Mountain Man is. So I want to show that on the round heads, because Godox has this, and this is a Westcott. So I'll be making a video showing that. So yeah, I will be making a video on that. So that's Jeff in Brisbane, was where I was saying hello, hello, how are you doing? So yeah, they'll work on the Canon flash units too. Canon, Nikon, Sony, Panasonic, Fuji, they all have their all individual flash units. Even Olympus, I think I actually own an Olympus flash unit. So yeah, the flash diffuser works on all of those. So Lewis is saying hello from Fort Lauderdale area. He's a fellow Floridian down here. And we've got Randy. Randy's been knocking it out again. He's making lots of videos, guys. He's showing all of us up. Okay, so better, he's our real competition. That Randy, wow. In terms of who's going to make the most videos, that guy right there, Randy. Randall Brander. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. And yes, it's the 13th of the month. Boy, I have great water. Oh, I put salt in the water, giving it a little electrolytes. If you're on the low-carb diet, low-sugar diet, and you're trying to get your body to burn fat instead of sugar, because if you eat a donut, it burns the fat it burns the energy from that donut. Okay, if you give it like a bowl of Frosted Flakes, it's going to burn the energy from that Frosted Flakes. And all this bubbly, oh boy, does it feel good when people rub the belly. Okay, that stays, because it's not burning fat. So I feed the body fat. I had a nice chuck roast steak tonight for dinner. Tomorrow, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to make some low sugar ice cream. Maybe I'll go live with that tomorrow on the kitchen channel and just do it, because there's not much to it. So all I'll do is just show the machine going around and around and making ice cream, and then I'll take it down because it's kind of boring. So here's Jim Monday, and Jim and Lewis and Randy. These guys are all on the Patreon. supporters of the work that I'm doing, kind of like watching a pro athlete get in the zone. Yeah, ba 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 bam, with the Rocky music. Okay, so where's my favorite Norm in the whole wide world? Where is that man? Where is he? There he is. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. I'm driving back at 30 minutes. Oh, you took off early tonight. Did you guys eat fast? Did you tell me the name of your kids? What's your son's name? Just first names. We don't want to, embarrass anybody. And your daughter's name? I'd like to give them a shout out. Hi, daughter, and hi, son. Norm says that his son is like one of the world's best attorneys, and his daughter is also the best at what she does. So we're all familiar with you guys, even though you're sitting in the car riding along with your dad. I don't know who's driving. Just be careful driving up there. They're in Toronto, or they're in Canada. I don't know if they're actually in Toronto. That reminds me, Norm, that I wanted to say I saw a video, and it made me think of you. I don't know, it could have been, you know how we have Canon rumors and Nikon rumors, and sometimes the stuff just isn't true. But it says we're about to have the biggest recall in RVs ever. So it made me think of Norm. Norm would know if we're going to have a major, massive recall on RV vehicles. So it was just one video. I didn't even watch it all the way through. But I figured, let me see what's going on. Okay, so they didn't give the explanation or anything. So it just made me think of you. So Mr. Camera Junkie says, muscle weighs more than fat. Well, I could tell you that's true, because Lewis has been here a few times. And if you hit me here, it's kind of soft, okay? But, I'm a hugger. So I hug Lewis when he comes, and I hug Aiden, and he gives me Aiden. I get to hold Aiden. Lewis is like hitting a brick freaking wall, okay? If I go like that on his belly, okay, it's like I'm petting the top of the desk. That's how solid Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, is. So when you see him tomorrow night and he's talking and he's chit-chatting with you, just know that you're looking at a frickin' brick house, okay? That man is like, there might be a little bit of fat here and there, okay? But I wouldn't get him mad, let's put it that way. So like I said, I'm a hugger, so I'll hug Lewis, and it's like, okay, I'm hugging a piece of concrete. So I can't even squeeze him. All right, so that's how, and so he says muscle weighs more than fat. So I don't know what you weigh, Lewis, but I'm sure you're a walking piece of muscle, okay? I mean, the man is just built. It's a brick house, but there's another word that goes in front of that. So anyway, I don't want to say anything wrong. I was thinking the same thing, muscle versus fat. Well, I have been walking on the treadmill. I have not been doing sit-ups. Okay, well, I do. I sit up to get out of bed, and I lay back to get back into bed. And I watch Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, laying down in my bed. And I watch Randy laying down in my bed. So maybe I should start lifting my legs up or something and tightening up my belly. So I'm not trying to embarrass you, Lewis, but every time he comes here, I grab him to hug him. And it's like he's not a soft Pillsbury boy, okay? He is a tough. He's a quarterback, all right? That's what he is. So Louis Lazuka, I love you, buddy. How are you doing? Hi, Peter and friends. I love you, Louis. How are you doing? I hope you are having a good week. And now we're starting off with the weekend. So how are things in Canada? Lewis is saying, Mr. Camera Junkie is saying, thanks, Peter, about the Aiden cam. Yes, Aiden is adorable, and he loves me. That's it. End of story. As long as Aiden loves me, I'm happy. The kid can do anything he wants, okay? He's got me wrapped around his little finger. So Lewis is going, lucky Friday the 13th, my favorite number. So happy, oh, happy day. Happy day. There we go. There's a song, right? Happy day. So I was thinking about you earlier this week. I haven't seen you putting out some stuff. Let's get it going, boy. Okay? Let's go, big boy. Let's get some stuff. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Sorry, I'm knocking my own equipment here. All right, so Lewis, get the phone out and do it. Don't let your moods control what you're going to do. Just stand up, stand nice and tall, straighten out your back, okay, and just do it. If it's a good piece of work, hey, that's better for the people that are watching. If it's not a good piece of work, hey, you got something out there. So just get it rolling, big boy, okay? If you're taking a vacation, I understand. I do that too. I haven't put out a video in like a month or so on the big camera channel. I'm here every Friday, so we're here together. And now we're heading into the summertime, which is going to make things quieter. So what do we got? We got Memorial Day coming up. So the family's talking about going somewhere for Memorial Day, but I voted no, just so you know. I'm a stay-at-home couch potato. Charles might be coming down to town, so I would much rather visit with Charles, have him come over. I'll make ice cream, and we can have ice cream or something. And somebody else is coming to town, but I don't know if it's public yet or not. And I would like to spend some time with him, and maybe these people can come and spend some time in the Christmas room. To you and all your family. Wait a minute. This works. To you and all your family, your neighbors and your friends, may all your days be happy with a joy that doesn't end. May peace and will surround you at Christmas time and all the whole year through. There we go. I got to sing. So as long as I sing a little bit, I'm happy. So Lewis is saying hi to Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, hi to Randall, hi to Norm, hi to Jeff in Australia, Brisbane, Australia. And Mr. Camera Junkie is saying hello back. Isn't it nice how you guys are kind of like buddies? This is our Friday night card game. All right, who's got the cards? Who's got the chips? Okay, let's get this card. I need to get one of those hats, you know, the little hats that they wear at card games, and start wearing that. This way it looks like this is the boys getting together for the weekend. Peter, you trimmed your beard. Looking good, buddy. Does it look better? I trimmed it back a little. I'm supposed to go to, it's not completely gone. There's still a little fuzz there. I need to go to a dermatologist because, where is it? That needs to get cut. There's a little brown spot here that needs to get looked at. So I made an appointment and I trimmed it like this, where it's the shaver at the lowest setting, okay? And I figured that would be like, I'm not going to trim it all at once. It might cause a huge rash. And then the dermatologist is going to be paying attention to the rash. I don't want that. I want it so that he's actually going to look at the parts that I want him to be looking at. So then he canceled. Bah! Humbug. It is Christmas. It's a Christmas show. Christmas brings good feelings. Christmas morning is what it feels like in here. We don't argue. We don't get nasty. We don't get angry with each other. We just love on each other. And if you can't do that, go to the next show over. So Lewis says, I look sharp, and he's praying for me. And Jeff said, it's wet. What's wet? There's nothing wet down there. I tapped. Nothing wet up here. Does my hair look wet? I just did take a shower, but I dried it with the blower, whatever you call it. Okay. Hair blower. Hair dryer. I'll get it. Give me a second, Jeff. I'll get it. So it shouldn't look wet anymore. It should look, well, it's not as flat as I'd like it to be. Hair is hair. So Lewis says, red is my color. Oh, you like the way I look in red, huh? Are you flirting with me, Lewis, huh? Okay, I hear you, I hear you. But people like the way I look in blue also. So blue is my color. Red is, anything I wear is my color, okay? I didn't even check my shirt, Lewis. Do I look okay, dude? Yes, that's better. It's more flat now. And I got the lapel mic on. And I see the meters are running. So we got sound. I haven't seen Tom Buck in here tonight. He's out on a date with his wife. Or maybe they're in the jacuzzi, just the two of them, the hot tub. Ooh, I wonder what they're doing in there. Do we have a Tom Buck jacuzzi cam? Can we see what's going on? Mr. B, what's going on over there? And Jeff is saying hi to Louis. Louis, you're getting a hello. So L-O-U-I-S is Louis Lazuka in Canada. L-U-I-S is Louis Vega at Mr. Camera Junkie. Okay, I know most of you are not confused like me, so I just wanted to say it out loud and make sure I was getting it right. So here's my buddy Charles. How you doing? Hello, my friends. And Peter, what a wonderful cooking video you posted, Peter. Great job. I've been posting more, and now I got one coming out Monday or Tuesday, Charles, on using the Instant Pot to pasteurize the eggs, especially for elderly people. Like, I had to learn to do that because of my parents. I was trying to tilt everything. They were up in age, so I didn't want to take any chance. I was being overcautious because they say only 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 50,000 eggs have the salmonella on them and stuff. But when it had to do with my own mom and my own dad, I learned how to pasteurize the egg. So I did make a video, and it should be coming out Monday or Tuesday. I should put it up for the Patreon people first. So you guys, good idea. Thank you for telling me that, Charles. Thank you for telling me that. Do we have a recipe to learn today? Let's see. I think I taught you how to make 1-minute eggs in the Instant Pot, and I taught you how to make a 1-minute oatmeal in the Instant Pot. And here's a little secret. You could put the eggs and the oatmeal in the Instant Pot at the same time. Put it on for 1 minute only, okay? Make sure the oatmeal's inside its own bowl. Don't just pour it in the big Instant Pot, all right? And you could cook both at the same time. So you put it on for 1 minute, let it rest for the resting of the 10 minutes is the magic. So what am I going to cook tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm going to make a steak for dinner for me because it's meat. And I'm also going to make ice cream to take to my brother's house. So I'm getting requests for my keto ice cream now. So here's Henry. Henry is in the house. Hello, Peter and amigos, my friends in Latin, amigo. How is my amigo? Good to see you, Henry. I love you. I love all of you, but Henry's up on board now. So, hey, Henry, almost matching with my shirt. The red and my shirt red, almost. Look at my hand out of the way. Not quite. I'd say there's a little bit of difference. What do you say, guys? How does it look over there to you? So Lewis says, my best friend Charles is here. Peter, what is your favorite color? That's a tough question, Lewis, because I like so many colors. I look great in red. I look awesome in blue. I think I look wonderful in yellow, and I think I look debonair in black. Sexy. You know that sexy look? And I look wonderful with no clothes on, which is not something you're ever going to see, okay? I see that in the morning before I weigh myself. So I try to wear the same, just underwear, you know, tighty whities, and weigh myself. And I look good. I really look good. There must be something wrong with me. So what is your favorite color? And Charles says, hey, Lewis, keep posting your videos, buddy. Yes, I agree with you, Charles. And thank you so much for the encouragement. I was actually going to ask Peter if he has any good ideas. I told you what you did that I loved. I want to hear that sexy ASS voice that you did with that last video. Was that like a one-time thing and you can't ever do that again? It was really, really good. It was like, oh my God, if I plan on making love, I'm going to put your album on, dude. So play with it. What are they going to do? Give you a thumbs down? They don't even count anymore. So Mr. Camera Junkie is laughing. He thinks it's funny. Well, you hug him. I can't even squeeze him. I mean, if he's strong, so if he squeezes me, he's, let go, I can't breathe. But I tried to squeeze Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. That boy ain't budging. Everything here is solid. He's a solid brick wall, okay? So, and let me tell you, when I pick Aiden up, that's a solid kid too. He's heavy. You watch him tomorrow night when he puts on the Aiden cam. He's a little boy. Try to pick him up. You're going to go like this. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try that again. Oh, I can't get him off the ground. But he's so loving. What a loving little child he is. Peter, would you rather be soft as a teddy bear or hard as a rock? You know, Charles, that's a loaded question. Depends on what part of the body you're talking about. Hey, we're all boys in here, or most of us, so that could be a little bit of a loaded question. Do I want to be soft as a teddy bear or hard as a rock? So it depends on what time of the day and who I'm with and what part of the body. Okay, so that should make everybody laugh, all right? If you're not laughing, loosen up. It's Friday night. I mean, how strict are you going to be with me? Come on, let me have a little fun. Okay, I didn't even say it. You know, Charles actually prompted that one. So Henry says, my fajitas turned out delicious. That's right. Last week, Henry was making fajitas. Okay, and they turned out delicious. So go ahead, Henry. Go ahead. Just rub it in so this way, by the time this show is over, I'll be one hungry boy, and I'll be heading for the kitchen. Peter Lewis says, Peter, you have such a lovely voice. Oh, I bet you say that to all the boys. Oh, Lewis, now you're making me blush. Are you flirting with me, dude? So you think I have a lovely voice. You ought to hear what your voice sounds like. You ought to go back and play that video. You sound wonderful. Wait, this cable is annoying me because it's like right at the tip of my shoe. And every time I step forward like that, it feels like I'm stepping on something. And I don't want to be stepping on something. I want my foot to be flat on the ground. You know that feeling? When you put your foot on the ground, it's flat. And if you step on something, you look down. Oh, I'm stepping on something. Don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? So, yeah, you get the same feeling when you're walking. You can tell when there's something underneath your foot. Jeff says, Peter, thank you. I'm doing well. Well, great to be here in Brisbane. It is totally wet and oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, so what you're saying is that it is wet, rainy, humid, moist. I thought it was like a bodily function when you said it was wet. Okay, see, I guess I got my mind in the gutter tonight. All right, so it's outside, it's wet, all right? So if it rains and it leaks in here, that wouldn't be a good idea, okay? So I'm stepping on the damn cable again. Oh. All right, where's housekeeping? I'm pushing the cables out of the way. Okay, now there's no cables under my feet. I don't want to feel like I'm stepping on a dog or anything. It makes me think like I'm stepping on jingle bells. Lewis, Canada is great. It's about to rain every day next week. What's happening? Everybody's getting a little rain. Well, we're in our rainy season. Jeff says, hey, Peter, I just noticed your beard is gone. It's not gone. It's mostly gone. See, there's like a little fuzz. So I set the shaver at the lowest setting. Okay. So it brought it down. But there's still like a little, if it was dark, if I still had my dark hair, it would have that sexy look like Tom Buck, where he's got like that scruffy look. Well, the scruffy look is here, but it's white. It's not doing me any favors, okay? So it's just the way it is. Dang, Peter, you know how to eat. One and done, Peter. I am so honored. All right, if we ever go to that volcano for dinner, I'll give you the biggest hug ever. Charles, too, in Disney. Yeah, the volcano, the restaurant with the volcano, right? I know what you're talking about. So we are all adults here. Yeah, I'm just kind of in a teasing mood. I don't want to be that kind of a show where it's not family friendly. Peter, are we allowed to talk about cameras? Or is the leaks too early? Yeah, you could talk about cameras. What do we got? We got the R7, which is, it's not a leak, it's a rumor. So make sure you put the salt shaker in the salt shaker spot and the pepper in the pepper spot. And a leak is one thing, but a rumor is something else. So a rumor could be a leak, or it might not be a leak. So the R7 is a rumor. Then you've got the R10. So now the R10 from Canon is 2 digits. So remember when they first came out, the first camera that came out digital was the D30 from Canon. Can you go back that far? Then the next camera that came out after the D30 was what? It was the D60. All right, so they went forward. Now, the prices were similar in price back then. This is around the year 2000, as like the 1V and stuff like that. So they were like $2,000-$3,000. But these cameras were being built on the Rebel. So they were taking the cheapest, crappiest body and charging us the highest amount of money. People didn't recognize that. Actually, I didn't either. Okay? So the D30 was basically a Rebel with the Rebel focusing system. That wasn't good. See, Canon got us in the ASS right from the start. Am I picking on them? No, I'm just giving you some history, okay? I bought one. As soon as the D30 came out, I bought it. As soon as the D60 came out, I bought it. And the next one after that was the 10D. So now we've got the R10 coming out. So according to the rumors, the R10 is probably going to be it's a rumor, not even a leak. So Canon didn't leak it out. The rumors, and remember, Lewis, you can make up a rumor and send it in to Camera Rumors. So could I, okay? And it depends. If they've had rumors from me over and over and over, I get a little higher rating. But remember, a rumor is still a rumor, okay? So it looks like they're going to do the 10 series stuff all over again. So we're going to have the R10. Then after that, what was after the 10D? It was the 10D, 20D, 30D, 40D, 50D, 60D, 70D, 80D, 90D, okay? So we could have the R10, and then when they update it, it could be the R20, then the R30, R40, R50, R60, R70, R80, R90, and then they'll be stuck again, okay? So in the meantime, we've got like 10 years worth of cameras that is going to be coming out from camera if they follow that naming convention. It makes sense that they would to me, okay? So when I look at it and I think about it, I'm thinking that does make sense. So they're just gonna, according to the rumor, it'll be an R10, but it makes sense that the R10 would be for this year. Then in 2023, or 2024, it depends on how often they come out with a new camera. The next one will be the R20, all right? So the R7 is a single digit, which makes me think one of two things. The Canon R7 is either going to be a very high-end crop sensor camera, all right? See, I get to make up my own rumors too. So if you think I'm married to what the rumors say, I'm not. I'm an independent thinker. So the R7 is a single digit, and so far all the single digits have been full frame. So if they introduce an R7 and it's a crop sensor, I'm going to go, okay. So remember the 7D and the 7D Mark II from Canon? You do remember? Okay. All right, so that's a higher level camera than the 90D. Although the 90D kind of closed the gap a lot, all right? So they did the 7D, and then they did the 7D Mark II. So the 7D Mark II was the highest level of crop sensor camera. So if you wanted their flagship crop sensor camera, you would go with the 7D Mark II, but they dropped the ball with that, or they just dropped doing anything with it at all. And they did come out with the 90D. So that might have been a burp, a belch, okay, where it was a stopgap in between, and now it looks like they might be rolling. But not only Canon, all the camera companies have to deal with these shortages of things that coming and going, and whatever the reason, politically or non-politically, they got shortages. Car companies can't make cars, and camera companies can't make cameras, and blender companies can't make blenders, because there's a shortage of stuff, okay? So then you look at who's in charge and what they're doing to help, let's say, the United States get more gasoline in the country, so we're helping the country by shutting off all our gas supply lines and then having to go to Russia and Venezuela to buy gas. So that seems like, what a deal. Okay. So I'm just looking to see what actually happens compared to the rumors. The rumors might be true. Okay, they're not that far out. Like the 5D Mark IV, I'm sorry, rumor that said, oh, we're going to put H.264 in that camera and everything. Would have made it a beautiful camera, but it never happened. So Lewis says, Peter, you do know how to eat good, and he's honored. And if we ever go out to that volcano for dinner, I'll give you the biggest hug ever. Charles, you too. We're all adults. Oh, I did all those. Okay. So where did I leave off? Oh, I have a system. I put a little star where I left off. So, Henry, you are up. What did you say? Henry said, Peter, what type of shaver do you use? Sometimes it's not sharp enough. I can tell you that. Okay. So I actually use a Norelco, which has got, those are the ones that goes round. And then I did buy one of the Panasonics. That's the ones that go, they have teeth like that. Where is the camera? And they vibrate. Okay. But to trim this down and just have an easy job of it, I use the trimmer I used to use on Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells was my dog, okay, that is in heaven now. And you could, it's a regular hair clipper. You put those clips, you know, number 0, number 1, number 2, number 5, whatever. Okay, so I have the 0 clip on, so it's really tight, but not right up against my skin. So it's really to go over it. So I could actually make it a little bit higher if I wanted to, and I might do that, okay? But that's what I just did, so that's what the look is for this time, Henry, just so you know. That's what I did. So Jeff is, he's going to ride with Norm. Norm is taking his kids home. So Jeff is going to ride with Norm. So he's going to be back soon. Don't forget, we finish at 11. So drive carefully. Oh, so Canon rumors is that it's not 100% true. Lewis, baby boy, my little boy, you know better than that. The name of it is Canon rumors. What does a rumor mean to you? Does rumor mean to you the truth, or does it mean it's a rumor? I'm running for president. That's a rumor. Now, am I running for president? No. Do you want me to run for president? I can. I don't think I'll qualify, okay? But I'd be younger than the guys that are up there running now. But so a rumor is not 100% true. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because if somebody else looks at Canon rumors, Nikon rumors, Fuji rumors, and they go, oh, if they said it, it must be true. I'm completely the opposite. I look at it with a high suspicion ratio, okay? Because I've been burned 2 or 3 times believing the rumors, and then they don't come true, okay? So Lewis says he likes the crop sensor for wildlife, and especially pictures of birds. And yeah, but you do get an advantage there. Even Micro Four Thirds, you get a smaller lens, not a smaller camera, but a smaller lens. So the 800 millimeter camera that's like that big, 800 millimeter lens, not camera, on a Micro Four Thirds, it'd be that big. 1/3 the size of the lens, and the price is a lot lower too. So these crop sensors have their strengths. Don't think they're just like garbage out there, because they're not. They actually have their strengths. So Jim Mundy says he did own the 7D, so he knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I had the 7D in here, and as a, what do you call it, a review unit. What a wonderful camera. It just worked. Canon cameras work, and they work well. And so, well, Nikon does. And Alex says, are you getting the H2? Well, Fuji's another camera where they just do a great job. So when the H2 comes out, I'm going to try to get one in here if I can. If not, I'll just talk about it. I'm having some of my world famous water. I feel so much better now. Oh, I didn't say thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate the thumbs up. Don't forget, we are a live show. The thumbs up basically don't do much because you can't really promote the live show, but it gives me a pat on the back. And then if you join the Patreon, I think it's $3, $3. No, it's $3.13. I wanted to make it interesting, okay? So thank you for that too. So Norm made it back safe and sound. Alex said, are you getting the H2? You probably want the newest information on the H2. Follow Charles, because Charles is a Fuji lover. And of course, Ordinary Filmmaker, who's on top of all of the rumors and stuff like that. Nikon Rumors says it's going to be building, it's going back to building DSLRs. So does that mean not mirrorless? Because a DSLR and a DSLM almost look the same, okay? One's got a mirror, one doesn't. But I'm all for it. Doesn't bother me at all. So Norm is back. Thank God you got back safe and sound. You know I pray for all of you guys, no exception. Everybody on this list, and then some. I put my fingers on the keyboard there. So Norm is back. And what's the name of the kids, Norm? First names only. And Simon is here. How's my buddy Simon? His son Liam just had a birthday. So it was his birthday this week, and I sent him a little package of Legos, and he loves it. I hope they were big enough so he doesn't swallow them. So he's going to be, what, 7 or 8 years old? And that means there'll be probably a video coming out. So happy Friday, Peter. Just published a video on the X2S. All right, that's from Fuji. The Mac Studio is so fast. I'm so jealous because he's got the studio. Record, edit, upload in 4K in less than an hour. That's a good feeling, isn't it? I know that feeling. How are you feeling? Thinner. I'm feeling thinner. Depends on what part of me I feel. Fatter. No, I'm not being nasty. So happy birthday to my buddy Liam. Wait. In case he's in bed now, I'm sure. But happy birthday to you, Liam. Happy birthday to you, Liam. Happy birthday, my little boy Liam. You're a big boy now, Liam. Happy birthday to Liam. Happy birthday to Simon's son, Liam. Happy birthday, dear Liam. Happy birthday to you. Of course, Liam is a critic. He'll have all kinds of things to say about my singing. But I love the kid. What am I going to tell you? But you know I love all kids. Just happened. It just happens. And pets, too. Lewis says, thank you, Peter. You're always looking out for me. See, now I got the cable under my foot again. Hope these rumors aren't too good to be true. You know, honestly, Lewis, all joking aside, the rumors are probably on track. But I don't want to get too far away from the fact that a rumor is a rumor. It's not a leak and it's not the truth. All right? So I don't want you to bank on it like it's the truth. But they have a pretty decent, not a great, but a decent track record at these rumor sites. So Andrea at 4/3 and Sony Alpha Rumors, the good, and Gregg at Canon Rumors has a good track record. But don't bank on it like it's money in the bank, because a rumor is a rumor. Jeff said, really, I did not know fresh eggs could have that. Oh, yeah. Fresh eggs is where the salmonella lives. And it's said that it lives on the shell and the inside doesn't have the salmonella. Now, would I bet my life on that? No, I wouldn't, Jeff. And that's why I actually pasteurize, which is different from pasture-raised. Pasture-raised means the chickens are out in a pasture. They're eating bugs, okay? They're eating worms, they're eating grass, whatever the chickens eat out there. So that's pasture-raised. Pasteurized is where they put heat and time. So the lower the heat, the higher the time. So I made a video showing how I pasteurize my own eggs that I buy from Publix, which is our local grocery store, okay? You guys have your own eggs in your grocery store. So I got in the habit of pasteurizing my eggs because I didn't want to risk getting my elderly mom or my elderly dad sick just because of what some other people said. So to put things over into the ball in my court, so to speak, I started pasteurizing all my eggs. It's no big deal, okay? You stick them in a sous vide pot for a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, and that's where the recipes differ. So I'm being overly cautious, so I'm not using the higher temperature. I'm using a little cooler temperature, okay? But I'm leaving it like double or triple the amount of time because I did not want to risk it. And now that's a habit. I do that with my eggs. Plus, when I make ice cream now, keto, low sugar ice cream, I'm putting raw eggs in there. All right, so my eggs are pasteurized. I can actually just put an egg in my smoothie in the morning, turn on that Vitamix blender, and the egg has been pasteurized. So watch Peter's Kitchen. If you're not aware, I have a channel called Peter's Kitchen. So, and that's where I do that kind of stuff. Here's my big Tom Buck, my favorite Mr. B. Hi, Tom. Love you, dude. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you for still staying with me after all these years. He's been here so long, and he is just like the rest of you. We're all like family, okay? Tom can pick up the phone and call me anytime, and whatever it is that he needs, as long as it's something I can do. Now, if he wants me to send him $5 million, it might take a while, might take a minute. But I love him. And hello to Heather also. And Charles says, Alex, he's talking to Alex about the H2, the XH2. It's a 40 megapixel X-Trans sensor. Will be released in the fall of 22. That's this year, okay? The first release is the XH2S with the dual stack 26. That's a good size, which will be released May 31st. Bing, bang, boom. There we go. So that's interesting. You know why? Fuji makes really great cameras. So let's see what they come up with. So I was just watching the Skinwalker Ranch episode, and news came out, always producing. Hopefully some interesting news comes out this weekend. And Lewis says, well, if it does, okay, you know that Simon's going to throw it up. Plus, he's got the new computer, the Studio, which means quick. It's actually quicker than that, okay? So he can slap them out really quick. So Lewis says Tom Buck is here, and I'm so happy for that. I love all you guys. I pray for each and every one of you every single day, not every other day, not once a week, even though we meet once a week. I pray for you every single day. Okay, so Tom is here, but he comes and goes, okay, but he probably is listening. They're either cooking or they're feeding their dogs, and I'm going to stop for a liquid refreshment. So what is it that I have in my cup, my big Christmas cup? It's water with a lot of ice cubes. And so the cup is sweating, and the water tastes better that way. It really does. What's the name of that commercial? Good. Boy, I think I'll have and I put a little salt in here. So I kind of like made my own Gatorade without any sugar in it. There we go. Yeah, so where did we leave off? Right here. Tom Buck is here. Charles is the reason I'm considering the Fuji. Otherwise, I'd be biased. Hi, Simon. Your lights are looking good. Yeah, he updated his lights. And Simon is thanking Lewis. And Mr. Camera Junkie is paying Tom Buck some homage, clapping for him and welcoming him into the room. Hi, Tom. Did I say hi to you? Did I say I love you? Oh, I did all that? Okay, I'll just do it twice. Okay, so There we go there. Simon is in bed. It was a very good day today. Oh, Liam is in bed. He's 8 years old. So he went from 6 to 7 to 8, God willing, 9, 10, and then we'll start having a teenager in the house. Oh boy, will my hands be full of that? Well, actually, it'll be Lewis's hands full. So if he sends Liam here for the weekend or something, after I've had a day or two, I could just send him back. And Simon has to live with him, and I just get, a couple of hours, and I will have had my fill. So Liam is 4'7". Boy, the boy is shooting up. He's getting to be a big boy. Yes, he is. He doesn't like it when I call him my little boy. It's a term of endearment. But boys that age don't want to be called little boys. I have to stop doing that. But I can't help it. He's talking to me and he's so sweet, and then how's my little boy doing? I'm not a little boy. Okay, my big boy. Okay, so he's 4'7". He's getting taller. And if you watch him on Planet Liam, which is his channel, which is Ordinary Filmmaker's son, okay, and he records them in 8K. So he's the only 8-year-old, 7-year-old that's recorded in 8K, okay, has his own channel. So if you watch him over there, you'll see how he's getting more conversive. He loosened up his tongue. Now I'll talk to him on FaceTime and he'll correct me, okay, and I'll go, wait a minute, who's the boss here? And then he'll tell me he's the boss. Okay, that's what happens when a kid knows you from a child. That can never be replicated. So it's a blessing. So Alex says, thank you, Dr. Charles. I will be happier this fall. And Alex, don't forget to watch also Simon, an Ordinary Filmmaker, and Charles Richard also has his own. You need to be subscribed to both of them, okay? So rumors are always too good to be true. They are half-truths. A rumor is a made-up story, and we hope that some of them come to pass. Enjoy, but wait and see what the final specs actually are, which is good. Ah, man, too good to be true. But Lewis, you're not 19. You're not 25. I think you've crossed over 30. Okay, that doesn't mean you're not too big to be spanked. I'll spank you, boy. I'll spank you right in that big butt, okay? But you know better than that, Lewis. A rumor is, you got to wait and see how it plays out. So none of us want you to be caught into the believing that it's actually the truth. When anybody can make up a rumor, okay? So when the announcement happens, like Charles is going to say now, this 31st May, it goes from rumor to real. Fuji will release 2 new lenses, the 150 to 600, wow, and the 18 to 120. So Tom says, I like pasteurized corn. When it grows so high, it's past your eyes. Oh, Tom, I forgot who I was talking to. I like pasteurized corn. When it grows so high, it's pasteurized. That's Tom. Tom is the king of that kind of stuff. I've never seen anyone able to pull it off so well. I could just imagine being a student in his class. I would be rolling my eyes every day and probably loving the heck out of my teacher, okay? So it would make him an amazing teacher. But now he's ours. He's full-time content creator on YouTube, okay? So in case you're sleeping, Norm, wake up. Randy went to sleep already. So he sits in his chair, he's gone, okay? So he works all day on Friday. So that's why I don't pick on him. So tomorrow night, you'll see Randy is more live in Lewis's channel, because he's not going to work all day. He'll probably cut the grass and do stuff like that. So Norm, I like pasteurized corn. Did you just make that up, Tom? Were you just sitting there? It just shows that you were listening, right? I like pasteurized corn. When it grows so high that it's past your eyes. Wait, I do have an applause thing here. So let's do an applause for Mr. B. Mr. B, you're just too cool to be true. So yeah, the 150 to 600 is going to rock, and the 18 to 120 I'm going to get. And Lewis is laughing at Tom Buck. He hit a home run on that one, honestly. Okay, there's some that he does. It's just like, oh my God, and you're moaning. That one was good, Tom. That was very good. God bless you, buddy. Okay, Fuji, Bougie, Banana, Fuji, Fi, Fuji has an accessory to keep the H2S cool. Looks like a 6K, 4K 120 may cause the camera to overheat. Oh, that'll be interesting. Kippy, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How you doing? I love you. How's your wife and the girls? So good to see you here. Hiya, Peter and everyone. I just got myself a full electronic, massage chair and have been enjoying it since yesterday. Oh, so you've been sitting in it since yesterday? You kind of just fell asleep in the massage chair? Those things are awesome. They go up and down your back, and oh my God, they hit those spots that nobody else can hit. And they're a little painful, but man, oh man, those things are awesome. It's like getting your own masseuse. And he comes to your house, and he puts the table down, and then he beats the crap out of you. Okay, but now, since Kippy owns the chair, all he's got to do is sit in it, and he's good to go. So, Ordinary Filmmaker is saying hi to Kippy. And Kippy, I love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. I like it so much when you're here. So he's saying, Kippy is saying, yes, been busy at home with the kids. And even Lewis is excited. He hasn't seen Kippy in a while. Randy's saying, heck, my mother still calls me her little boy. See, that's what happens. When you know someone from a child, you slip. Now, your mother, I know your mother, okay? So she doesn't care, okay? But I'm not looking to irritate Liam. So I'm going, how's my little boy today? He's recognizing I don't want to be a little boy. So we're talking about Ordinary Filmmaker's son. But now it's a habit. It's like Norm. Do you call your 32-year-old lawyer's son my little boy? I bet sometimes you might slip. Or maybe you're better at it than me, okay? Because you're really an awesome dad, okay? So, wait, I didn't read all of what Randy said. Heck, my mother still calls me her little boy. She said that she never would have thought to see me grow old. Randy's just a few years younger than me, and I'm 68. So I'm not going to give away your age, Randy. I'm surprised you're still awake. Why are you awake? Usually when you sit in that nice, big, comfortable chair, boom, he's out. So Kippy's laughing at Lewis. Simon is saying, Kippy's channel, I need more time. So I got the Mac Studios, so I don't have to spend as much time doing the videos. So I talked to Simon on the phone during the week. And he can't stop telling me how his studio, Mac Studio, blazes through everything like a hot knife through butter. He says, I put it on to edit or something, and I turn my head and I go back and it's done. So it really does buy him a lot more time, which is great. So May 24th, Canon announces the R7 and the R10. It's going to be a busy month this May. So we'll know. Lewis, pay attention. Lewis Lazuka. May 24th is what Simon is saying. So it's a rumor now, and they got it set up that it's a strong rumor, and May 24th, we're going to know what the truth is. Okay, now that might be one of the cameras I recommend for you. So keep your ear tuned. Okay, because I think I want to keep you in the Canon line, Lewis Lazuka. Okay, I think I want to keep you in the Canon. So I want to see what the May 24th. I want to see what happens and see what the R10 is and what the R7 is, what the pricing is, and I might be able to give you permission to buy one of those cameras. And won't you be a happy camper? Wait, I'm behind. The R10, is that for me, Peter? On May 10th, on May 24th, I'm going to tell you, Lewis. So don't hold your breath. You can't hold your breath between now and May 24th, okay? I want you alive and well. So Charles is talking to Simon, okay, about the new XH2S. And Kippy says, yeah, I know what you mean, Simon. I've been thoroughly enjoying the new MacBook Pro Max myself, fully loaded too. I can work from anywhere. Yep. Randy says, no, I'm not falling asleep. I'm not sitting in my chair falling asleep. I'm working on another video. I don't think anybody has put up as much videos as Randy. So if you're not subscribed to Randy and you want to see him often, you want him to be your buddy, get over there and subscribe to Randy. Randall Brander is the name of the channel. Okay. So he's working. Carlos is in the room with me. Thank you for coming into the Christmas room. You get a big hug. I love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. It's as fresh as a Christmas morning. Happy. Hey, Peter, I hope all is well and everybody is doing excellent. I'm kind of like ad-libbing for you. And believe it or not, last Sunday was the first one that I missed, okay, completely, because it was Mother's Day and we were mothering, Mother's Daying, I should say. So my apologies to that. But I do plan on going back and watching it, and then I'll make a comment and you'll know I was there. So Motivated Minds is another one of us that does videos and he goes live. So remember, Peter Gregg, I don't know who that is, but Peter Gregg goes live on Friday night. And then Saturday, we have Lewis, who goes live. Sammy Superstar, I think he's Monday live. And then Sunday night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, you have Motivated Minds, which is Carlos. You guys remember Carlos, right? His name changed because that's what the name of his channel is, because he's a professional psychiatrist, okay? Psychologist, all right? So he's a professional psychologist. I need to call him on the phone. Hello, Carlos? I'm having a mental problem. Can you help me with my mental... Oh, I'm beyond help? Okay, Carlos, at least you tried. Thank you. Love you. Bye. No, he is. He's a licensed psychologist. Oh, Tom, that flew right past my head. Well, I know who can help you. Carlos can help you, Lewis. Okay, Motivated Minds. He's giving him a fist bump. We love you, Carlos, Motivated Minds. Lewis is saying, Motivated Minds, how are you doing? Simon is talking to Charles, and Simon is talking to Kippy, and Mr. Camera Junkie is saying hello to Kippy. He's our official greeter. You ever have a meet and greet, you want the brick wall to be there, and if he's got your back, you got a brick wall on your back. So Charles says, I don't mean to be picking on you tonight. I just found something that I could tease you with a little bit, Lewis. So if it's annoying you, I really don't mean it to be annoying, honestly. I promise. I'm actually giving you props at what a muscle man you are. And I'm actually trying to compliment you. So if it's coming across wrong, I don't want it to, okay? I love you, dude. You know I love you. Okay, so Dr. Charles Richard is talking to Simon. Jeff says, what's the best way to clean fresh eggs to stop the salmonella? Well, you have to kill it. You don't stop it. So you stop salmonella with heat. So you cook it and it's dead. 167 degrees at 1 second and the salmonella is dead. But you no longer have a raw egg. When you crack it open, you have a hard-boiled egg. So what you got to do is lower the heat to the point where it doesn't affect the egg. And that's where you start to look at the different formulas that are out there, Jeff. Okay, so that some formulas are like 135 degrees for like 40 minutes and stuff like that. All right, so why did I pick my formula? My formula is because when I crack open the egg and it's raw, I don't want the white to be milky. I want it to be clear like a raw egg. But I want the salmonella to be dead. So how do I get my cake and eat it too? I have to give it a certain amount of heat, but how much time does it take that heat to kill the salmonella? That's what my video is going to be, Monday or Tuesday. It's going to give you the formula, okay? So that is Peter's Kitchen. There might be a hashtag under the video, so you could find and subscribe to that. And if you join for $3 whole, you'll get the video up ahead sooner on my Patreon. I'm not pushing. This is not a sales call. I don't do sales calls in here. We're all buddies, okay? So that's how I stop the salmonella. I pasteurize it, okay? So May 24th, you'll find out. And Charles is talking, no, Simon, Ordinary Filmmaker, is actually talking to Charles. And Randy is talking to me. Peter works on the Instant Pot. Simon works on the M1 Ultramax Studio. And Simon says something just came out. He says he doesn't make up stuff. He just reports it. That's right. You want to be ahead on the news. That's what Simon's channel is all about. So you can go reading camera rumors, Fuji rumors, Nikon rumors, Canon watch, or you could just be subscribed to Ordinary Filmmaker, and he reports all the newest stuff. And because he's got the newest studio from Apple, he's able to whip out the news in an hour. So you can't get fresher than that. So it's Ordinary Filmmaker. His name was on the screen. Okay, so Lewis says 11 days. And Kippy is saying hi to Lewis. Who's my favorite Kippy in the whole wide world? There he is. Love you, Kip. And Lewis says, you know, I won't buy another camera without your permission, Peter. Yes, and I hold you to it, and that's only because I love you. I don't want you to be going like, oh, I don't like this so much. I don't want that for you. I want you to love the camera. So you have to give me the time space to do the research, and then I will give you the recommendation. Now, I've asked you 100 times, and you have not listened one time out of the 100 times. So that's your fault, okay? If you email me your phone number, I will text you. Doesn't cost you any money for me to text you. Now, if you don't want to hear from me, then that's perfectly fine. But I would like to be able to communicate with you, okay? You know I love you, and we've talked on the phone many times, but your number's changed, and I have no way to reach you. So, email me your phone number, okay? You know how to work a phone, so if you don't want to answer if I call, or you don't want to read the text, you can completely ignore it. Okay, so I need to watch Randy too. I don't have any more time in the day. Yeah, well, Randy is pumping them out. So Lewis is saying Simon will have so much extra time. Well, yeah, he's got the Mac Studio now. Okay. So Randy is talking to Louis Lazuka. He liked that video that you did, and he shared it on the Facebook Live group. Louis, you got somebody rooting for you, big boy. Okay. So there you go. I have to go. My wife is taking an exam and needs the desk here. Love you guys. Stay amazing. Love you too. Well, we're at 11 o'clock, so the show is pretty much over. So you guys can start to say goodnight to each other. I need a closing screen. I found one that I liked, and I'm going to have to make it here. It's actually, I'm going to steal it from someone. Okay. So Lewis is saying take care. Thumbs up from Randy. And Peter, thanks for mentioning back in 2019. I'm where I am. Thanks to your advice. Yeah, we started together Actually, you don't know the history with Ordinary Filmmaker. He was watching me on the big channel, and he signed up for one of my consultations. And now he's going to overtake me. It's going to become a bigger channel than me. But does that get me down? Absolutely not. How many times have I said I love you guys? Okay, and you're not really my children, but if you were, don't you want to see your children succeed better than you? So you guys are kind of like, you're my family. So I want you to be better than me. So Ordinary Filmmaker is heading, I'm at 38,000 on the big channel. So you watch. Simon is going to be over 100,000 by the end of this year. Okay? And then he won't talk to me anymore, because that's what happens when they get that big. Okay? So, but I got his phone number, and I can reach him anytime I want. Getting ready to shoot the full moon tomorrow night, Nikon D500 with the 500 millimeter, the 1.4 extender. Exposure is the same as Sunny 16 on the Earth. And yes, you're right. That would be the correct exposure. Peter, I have the 5D Mark IV. We'll be waiting money to buy the R6. Would it be worth it to spend the money to buy the R6, or better to buy the R5? Well, right off the bat, Jeff, I would go with the R5. But let's see what they got coming up. Okay, let's see if that R7 is a full frame or what it's all about. Okay, but between the R6 and the R5, you've got better stuff going on in the R5 than in the R6. And the R6 is not cheap. It's $2,500. So for $2,500, I would actually move over to the Sony. But if the money is not going to shoot one of your toes off, go for the R5. You've got better technology in the camera. So Alex is clapping his hands, and we're all saying good night. And there we have another show, Friday the 13th. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. This was a fun show, honestly. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's try something here. Okay, let me run the music. Let's say good night. Let me run the music so you guys could say good night to each other for a few minutes. And then we'll end the show, if I can find the music. Okay, there we go. I found it. All right. So I love each and every one of you. Good night. Let's meet next Friday. Okay? Let's meet next Friday. What time? How about 10 o'clock? All right. Next Friday, 10 o'clock. Good night. Love you. Bye-bye.
You have just watched another